Hi and welcome to this How Do I video series about Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016. In this video, I will explain how to use an item as a service in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016. At the end of this video, you will see how easy it is to use an item as a service in standard Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016 solution. To show how easy it is, we will get there by going through these 4 steps. First, I will show how to configure an item as a service. Then, I will show how to use these items in practice and how looks like the results of posting these items. And finally, I will show some limitation of these items usage. Let's start. First, when you run your Microsoft Dynamics NAV, you can find configuration of items with service type only in Small Business Role Center. For all other role centers, you will not find this configuration and we need to add it. As you can see, when we run Small Business Role Center and open an item card from the item list, you can notice a field type with 2 options: inventory and service. But when we run some different role center and open an item card from the item list, you can see the same field does not exist. But system uses the same table for both of them. That means we just need to open an item card in the page designer and add new field on the page. We need to find type field and add. When we open an item card again, we will see this field now exists. Now, let's create a new item. I will type the name and base unit of measure, and after that I will choose service as a type. I'll add general production posting group and VAT production posting group as well. But if we try to choose an inventory posting group, it will not be possible. It is because the type must be equal to inventory. Just remember, we configured our item to prevent negative inventory and to show stock out warning. I'll show later why. Now we can post a purchase for this item. As you can see, we cannot use a location, but we can post this item without any problem. As a result, we have the same document as when we post item with inventory type. We will have some differences in item ledger entry and in value entry, but I'll describe it later. Now let's try to fill sales order with our item. I'll choose our item and look at when I type quantity. I have not available items, but system does not show any warning. If you still remember, we configured this item to prevent negative inventory and to show stock out warning. But system doesn't use any of these configuration when we use item with service type. Again, we can post this document without any problem. That means system doesn't use any inventory control. When we look at the item ledger entry, we can see some differences if we compare these entries with inventory items. The same thing is when we compare these entries in the value entry. I want to show the main characteristics of these entries, but only different from the inventory items. I will show both for purchase and sales example. When we look at the value entry, we can see the following. We will have not value in cost amount actual in both cases, but in cost amount non-inventoriable we will have the purchase cost in purchase case and 0 when we post sales. In both of cases we will have no in inventoriable field. When we look at the item ledger entry, we can see the following. Again, we will have not value in cost amount actual in both cases. And as in the value entry, when we post purchase, we will have the cost value in the cost amount non-inventoriable, but when we post sales document, we will have 0. Using service type items has some limitations. It is because we cannot use them for the inventory purposes. We cannot use replenishment and planning features for them. That means we cannot choose some reordering policy or try to change replenishment system. Maybe it will look fine if we can use them in planning process, but it is not possible. If we try to type our item in the requisition or in planning worksheet, we will get the error message. You cannot find this kind of item. The similar situation will be if we try to change reordering policy on item card, or if we try to change reserve option. Of course, we cannot use item tracking options as well. We also cannot use any warehouse document. First reason for it is because we cannot use location code for service type of items. And of course, we cannot use item cost adjustment. Let's wrap up what I talked about. These were steps we will get there. First, I taught you how to configure the item as a service. Then, I showed how to use these items in a practice. After that, I described how looks like the result of posting these items. And finally, I presented some limitation of this item usage. With all these steps, I introduced you in a topic about creating and using items as a service. To learn more about this topic, visit the Get Started page and follow the links on the screen. Thanks for watching this video about using items as a service in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016. This video in the How Do I series about Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016 is prepared in collaboration of Microsoft and Platan.